The Afro. Examined and explained. 2 and 4. Caucasian people.
The Afro, it's one of the most signature hairstyles in history. From Diana Ross, to the Jackson 5, to Miss Foxy Brown herself, Pam Grier. The Afro was big back in the 70s, but now it's back in a fluffier than ever trend, the natural hair movement. So we went looking for the biggest, baddest fro we could find, and it's all natural. Please welcome to the show, Avon. Avon, come on out.
I want to hug you and mess your hair up.
Yeah, is there a certain protocol for hugging? So
I just do this, So, so I don't get it in somebody's face. I tried.
how do you get it to look so just alive?
Well, my hair's naturally curly, so I think anyone with naturally curly hair, you can pick it into some sort of fro. But for me, I washed it, conditioned it, and then put it in like 8 twists. Usually I do it in 2 French braids, but that takes 2 days to dry, naturally, without any heat. So I started putting it in 8 twists lately, so that dries a little bit quicker. Put it in those 8 twists, and then just take it loose and pick it out, and keep picking it and shaping it and picking it and shaping it.
I'm sure when you wear it like this, you can't go anywhere without someone wanting to touch it.
If they ask, I'll be like, yeah, like sometimes I'm not really comfortable with it, but most of the time I just let them touch it. Some people think it's a wig. They're like, nice wig. And then and I'm like, it's not a wig. So.
So you are truly the Guinness record holder.
Yes.
Can we measure for ourselves?
Go ahead.
So what was your official measurement in the Guinness record?
When Guinness did it, it was 4 feet 4 inches around.
Because it changes, right?
Yeah, like today it's cold in here. Your hair gets a little straighter. It flops. It does all
So
kinds
where
of stuff.
should we measure from?
Now,
They just went around.
Even I'm imagining in church or wherever that people get mad when you're sitting in front of them.
I do not, for the record, I do not wear my hair like that, like this for church and for the movies and all kinds. No.
So we're looking at 4 feet 5 inches, right?
Beautiful, too.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes.
And all natural.
Yes, all natural.
But talk about some of the health reasons why you decided to go natural.
Well, I went natural because I was basically tired of the chemicals. For you who don't know, like when you get relaxers in your hair, permanent relaxers, you get these things called chemical burns. And basically, if you leave it in too long, it will burn a hole in your scalp and you end up with a scab on your scalp.
Well, in order to understand what relaxers are really doing, you kind of have to understand a little bit about the hair and why it's curly. So there's keratin fibers that kind of line up, and they're linked together by disulfide bonds. So what ends up happening is the more disulfide bonds a hair follicle has, the curlier your hair is. So what relaxers do is they come and they actually break apart those disulfide bonds, and then you're left with straightened hair. And so there was a study that linked relaxer use in African American women to a higher incidence of fibroid tumors, which are non-cancerous balls of muscular tissue that form in the uterus, but is actually the leading cause of hysterectomies here in the country. So I tell women, if you're going to get relaxers, you need to, one, have a professional put it on so that they're not leaving it on too long, which is what happened in your case, and they can burn your scalp. 2, you have to minimize the other chemicals that you're exposing your body to. And if you do those things, you're probably minimizing your risk of exposure to some of the chemicals that you're having.
I think the lesson is use as few chemicals as possible. And certainly if you want to go all natural, you're proof that it can happen.
Proof that it's fabulous.
Avon, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
You've just heard another very powerful message delivered for the growth and development of our Black community. Get your music or messages promoted by John Henry Media Network. Contact us today at jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. I say again, that's jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com, and get your music or messages heard by millions for a generous donation. And we say thank you in advance. And keep listening for another episode to start streaming in less than 10 seconds. Thank you.